What's good? What's good? What's good, y'all? The live stream will be starting in just a moment. Just a moment. What's going on, Rasta Empress? What's going on, Linda Capri? What's going on, Phyllis? Miss Tawanda, shout out to you. Tawanda is our illustrious moderator, and she's also an amazing channel holder here on YouTube. Make sure to show her and her channel some love. Okay, that's me. I had to take a moment, guys, and get it together. Shout out to BB. Thank you so much, BB. I believe BB was here. She may come back through here. Let's go ahead and get the camera going. I may have to take a break, guys. So if you have questions about world events, this is going to be, let me turn the camera on because I'm going to repost this video. So guys, you're seeing it live. Some of the topics, if you have universal topics, those are welcome. If you have individual questions, those are welcome too. We're going to start off with a general reading for all signs. Okay. So I will be privating this video and putting it back up, reposting it to the channel so that people can see that we were live. YouTube's having a little bit of a glitch right now and posting up in the live feeds unless you get like a notification that we're live. So just wanted to let you guys know. Hello, everybody. Let me change the banner in here so we can show. This is impromptu tarot readings. I am your host, Nala-Ife, and this is Nala-Ife Tarot. If you're watching on our channel, House of Cards Talk Live, make sure you join by clicking this description box, and you can join the live feed here at Nala-Ife Tarot. All of that is in the description box if you are watching on House of Cards Talk Live. Okay, so let's get into it. All right, so we're going to do a collective reading for the month of April. All right, I'm going to actually use a different set of cards for that collective reading. and then we'll get into the individual signs. And if you guys have questions about world events, we will quickly touch on those. Or if you have individual questions, maybe about what's going on with you, we will touch on that too. This is, I'm going to try to limit this to about an hour to an hour and a half. I may have to take a break in between questions, just so that I can take care of some things, as I originally stated in my previous video. I hope everyone's doing well during the quarantine, that you are feeling secure or finding security in your circumstances. Blessings upon blessings to all of you and your families, okay? In the highest vibration, of course. Let's get a collective read for the committee members here on Nala-Ife Tarot and House of Cards Talk Live. What is a general reading collectively? I will be leaving this up until the new video is posted. So if you guys see 2 or 3 postings and you've already been in here, you already looked over it, just disregard it or come check it a second or third time, depending on what your sign is, okay? But once we post the main video, these will go private and the main video will be the point of reference, okay? So we're starting now at minute 13. Okay, minute 13. We are doing general reading for everyone who's concerned. What does Spirit want us to know going into the month of April for all signs? We have disruption, the Tower card. We are aware of this disruption, everyone. So everyone, hold your horses. There's disruptions could be taking place as it relates to what we find as our physical foundation, okay? We already know that. This may create some heartache and loss. What I got when I saw this, even though it says heartache and loss, the immediate message I got was isolation. And this forced isolation could be used to deal with previous heartache and loss. Okay, maybe some disappointment because of that heartache and loss. Okay, so this is a time to focus on that. Definitely check in with your friends and your family and the people who you're close to. If you've been, some of you have been thinking about someone, a friend of yours, and if you've been dreaming about this person, they've been coming up in your psyche, please check on them, okay, at this time, because they may be taking it very hard. They do need to be consoled, right, wrong, or indifferent. If you've been prompted to check in on this person, please make sure that they're doing okay mentally and emotionally, as this is a very isolating time right now. Okay, there will be triumphant victory in the month of April. We are in Aries season. Happy birthday to all of my Aries. We are officially out of Pisces season. So all of my happy birthdays to all of my Aries and also my Aries Tauruses. Happy early birthday for those of you who are on the cusp, okay? We may do cusp readings too, live, and if we are live, we're going to repost them. So just in case you don't catch us live, we will repost it. But this right now is a general reading. So we have triumphant victory, okay? What else do we need to look at? Victory potentially over temptation. Okay, and obstacles and challenges. Okay, so what we see here in the beginning, all looks bleak. All could look bleak to us. Okay, so let's not fall for the okie doke. Let me swirl this camera around without showing my giblets, child. Okay, because you know what the score is. If you follow me on my House of Cards Talk channel, you know what the score is, child. You know what I like to do. Anyway, Neither here nor there. Okay. What we see here, we have the perception of disruption and heartache and loss as it relates overall to our foundations and our achievements collectively here in the country. So not one of us is alone, even in our aloneness. Okay. This is a great time, however, for triumphant victory. Okay. Over, you should say, temptation, and obstacles and challenges. Okay. The perceived obstacles and challenges. Spirit, walk us through as a collective. Every person that is live right now and every person that will catch this live stream. Walk us through this message through temptation, okay? Be weary of temptations that seem like a quick fix, okay? What is on the other side of this energy is that if we take the time to reinvest this time or energy into ourselves, we could have fulfillment of wishes. But try not to be tempted by fulfillment of wishes that are quick, because there could be some things that you have to learn along the way about that. Let's go into that even more. That's the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups can talk about a smug energy, arrogance, okay? Um, some of us may be experiencing people who overestimate themselves and underestimate us, per smugness, and because things may have went their way in the past. Try not to take that personal, okay? You do have prosperity. So for the other half of you, those who are able to overcome temptation, you do have fulfillment of wishes and prosperity beginning in the right direction, okay? Learning new ways to have that. Spirit, can you go into the obstacles and challenges right here? Obstacles and challenges. Okay. It's listen, guys. What we're going through collectively, it was already written. It could have already been planned. It was already recorded and meant to. It's a destiny path. This is the wheel of fortune. For those who seek strength, you will become stronger. For those who operate within weakness, your weaknesses will be made available to you. And it's a little bit different. There used to be a time for some people in which they knew what their weaknesses were, and others weren't easily able to detect that. But as we move forward with this wheel of fortune, if you've been operating from low vibrational spaces without elevating, it will become apparent to everyone, to yourself and everyone around you, from what space you're coming from. So you won't be able to fool anyone. We will all understand that, because it was meant for the world to finally reflect back to you your inner being in hopes that you would evolve. It's not to harm or hurt you. Hey there, BB, what's going on? But it is to let you understand that you are really in a universe that is responding to your thoughts. The universe is responding to your heart. What's really in your heart? What's really on your mind? The universe is actually talking right now. So when you see destiny here, if you find yourself in a set of circumstances, I want you to draw on your strength about maybe what choices you have made in the past that landed you there, but furthermore, what choices you have now to move you towards something greater and better. Okay. Some of you will be passing these tests of these obstacles and challenges, and you will be utilizing this hard time to come through the perceived illusion of blockage. Okay. When it's an illusion that is being projected from us collectively, from our subconscious to our conscious, we come into balance. Okay. This is about this is the great equalizing. We come into balance. And I saw even in my Capricorn reading how my Capricorns really needed to stand up. And I'm saying this because I am Capricorn. I'm a little biased. I'd rather go ahead and say it instead of acting as though I am not, but you guys can feel that fuming off of me. It's not that I'm biased. I have to bring attention to those who are Capricorn too. Um, it's time to stand up in your power. I did an all signs reading, and I really, really want you guys to look at the all signs reading. It was very powerful, and it spoke to what your superpowers are during this time. A lot of you are passing these tests and you are coming into balance in your world. You are becoming a magician in your own right. But some of us are falling for our own deception. And this could also speak to that in the need for balance as a result of it. Okay. Let's look at the heartache and loss. We already know what it is, but let's see what else Spirit has to say about this. Crown chakra. I believe Aries got this a month ago. Aries got this a month ago about needing to lean on one's crown chakra, their higher vibration. And I'm referencing that because we're in Aries season. So the heartache and loss, I'm not saying that it's a fix, but what I am saying is by acknowledging your own master abilities, okay? And raising your frequencies no matter where you are, no matter what area in life you're struggling in, actively choosing to raise your frequency and rise above what's in front of you and what's in your environment, though that may be difficult, it proves to strengthen your integrity as an individual. Spirit, by raising your frequency, opening up that crown chakra, the spirit is able to relay messages to heal the blockages that have been created as a result of this Three of Swords or this heartache and loss as it relates to foundations, families, commitments, and relationships. Okay. The Tower card is what started out everything. The Tower doesn't happen by accident. Okay. It may seem to be happening by accident, but it's all designed. Okay. It's all expertly designed. That concludes the general reading portion of this video. Okay. And we're finna go all signs really quick for the month of April. Thank you so much for that, BB. Thank you so much. Oh, you are so welcome, Phyllis Glenn. And shout out to Phyllis Glenn. Linda Capri says this quarantine having me thinking a lot. Exactly. Exactly. It's a much needed reset. And it's funny because it's happening during the transit of Mars in Capricorn. We talked about that in the Mars and Capricorn reading. This is why it's so important, and why I find it so important to be here, and share my gift and bounce my gift off with you guys as gifts, because collectively as a committee here on Nala-Ife Tarot and also House of Cards Live, we all facilitate the opening of so much information. You guys collectively, we've done this together. It's not all me. I feed off your energy, you feed off my energy. It is an even exchange. It's not always easy. It's not always rewarding on the surface. It feels slow. Sometimes things feel stagnated. But man, when we go back over what we've done together, from you supporting me, which then allows me to do what I do, and us receiving the messages back and forth, look at the body of work that we have created together. And I like to believe, when you look back over your readings, You individually, I've received messages, emails, comments, and guys, if I don't get to your comment, it's because I have an Apple iPhone. I don't know what happened when I switched from Android to Apple. I don't get some notifications, but I am working on improving that, okay, as we build up Nala-Ife Tarot. But in the messages I receive, you guys see it. And soon the world will as well. So power through your stagnation. Take the advice that you need. Respectfully decline what you don't need. And do so not in arrogance or ignorance, but you must sometimes let people know where you are. Some people may give advice because they're worried that you don't get it. Reassure them, because if they're giving you advice, it's most likely, hopefully, we hope that it's coming from a good place. Let them know that you receive it and you understand. It's not that you're denying them their advice, but they need to see you through a fresh set of eyes. So sometimes you have to let people know, I know where you're coming from. Thank you for the advice. It's not relevant for me because I'm already there. So that they could potentially evolve with you. Because some people see us through a lens that they have created for themselves. And it's not appropriate to truly see us through. So I ask that before we get into this reading, each and every single one of you consider updating your lens through which you see the world. Okay? And allow for people to grow. I've had to learn that. I've had to be humbled through that. And I'm asking that, but you do it in your own individual way that is conducive to your growth. Don't be in need of having your ego massaged every single damn moment. Allow for yourself to be humbled willingly. There's a difference too. There are some people who want to humble you because your stance intimidates them and it makes them question their superiority. Now, that is not your issue. I've recently had to deal with a bout of that myself. And it was because for so long I played down my abilities. And so I learned a very valuable lesson from playing down my abilities. And you may say, Nala, I don't perceive you as being someone who plays down your ability. I do. And the problem with that is it leaves the perception that persons or people can take advantage of you. They are given license to see you at a certain place without taking any type of accountability for the perception that they leave you with about themselves. It gives people license to be critical of you. Okay? I'm going to speak to y'all today. It gives people license to be critical of you and condescending even. And not be critical of themselves or even accountable for the energy that they give off, the smell that they give off, the sight and vision that they give off, the vibe that they give off. And so what happens when you finally stand up for yourself, they take grave offense, as they should, because you were playing yourself. You understand? The universe is responding to you. It's not even personal to you. It was because you were playing yourself low and they are offended as a test to see whether you will back down. And if you're truly ready to step in your power, that's the reason why I said when you're speaking truth, you have to be willing to piss a couple of people off. because this is what makes kings and queens. This is what separates you from a pawn. And for my queens out there, I'm going to tell you a little thing about chess. Everyone talks about playing chess and not checkers. Well, let me tell my queens a little bit of something here. No other board, no other piece on the chessboard is more important than the queen piece. And you may ask, why? The queen, unlike any other piece on the chessboard, can move any which way, up and down, left to right. Okay. So that feminine energy, whether you're male or female, has to be sharp, has to be accountable, has to be of spirit and multifaceted if we are all to survive in this world. And if that means that she has to upset the balance in order to bring balance, then so be it. And all of my smart and highly vibrational men would, I'm sure, would agree with me on this point, that there is nothing more motivating than the divine feminine, whether that presents itself as your partner or your mother or your sister, that shows competence in a time of uncertainty. There's nothing more comforting and more motivating and invokes community than the high vibrational divine feminine. Because it's not something that just serves the females in this world. It ultimately is the survival of the male, the balance between feminine and masculine. And note that I said high vibrational masculine, because in order to be a counterpart, you must be high vibrational masculine to be a counterpart to high vibrational femininity. I want each and every one of you to seek relationships. These readings coming up that I'm about to do are going to touch on love. They're going to touch on some things that may, various topics. But in your partnerships, seek supportive partners that don't pacify you. There's a difference between being supportive, being critical, and then pacifying. Pacifying offers no type of real support. It pacifies in order to gain support. Supportive is a balance between pacifying and being critical. It's a balance. There is support, but there is also support that is inspired by a time of when we need to pacify, when we need to support, when we need to mend, and also when we need to invoke change and give constructive criticism, or even just speak our minds, even if it means it differs from our partner. It's really about how you do it. It ain't really what you're saying. It's really about how you do it. Okay? So when someone tells you to not take something a certain way, they can't be in control of how you feel when you receive what they give off. No one can tell you how to feel when you receive a bit of information. But you can make an active choice to decide if this is the type of energy that I want to confer to when times get tough and things get hard and my way isn't etched out. Is this person going to say, I told you so? Or are they going to speak with reverence It takes more. Conviction is more than just speaking hard and speaking straight. Conviction comes from a place of absolute knowing and wisdom. It's not the way you speak. It's not the tone that you speak. Wisdom has a way of changing the ebb and flow of the vibration of your voice. And you are able to convince those around you because you speak from a place of knowing, not from a place of showing. Your knowledge shows, your wisdom shows. You dance with this knowledge. It's not uncomfortable for you. You even welcome questions because you have answers to the questions. Okay? I love each and every one of you. For those who stayed past that, bless you, blessings, and blessings upon you for the support. Let's go ahead and get it. Aries through Pisces. For the month of April, Aries through Pisces for the month of April. Aries through Pisces for the month of April. Aries, we have the Eight of Wands. Now, what's funny about this Aries, and I'm going to reshuffle too, because you got this on the other all signs reading. So if you're just now tuning into this reading, you got the all signs reading I did for the next 3 months. So it was including the end of March, all of April, and May. And you got the Eight of Wands. And so the Eight of Wands is coming out again for you, Aries, okay? So you are getting immediate responses. When you put something out, it gets a response. If you move a certain way, it gets a response. If you travel a distance, messages coming in, messages going out, they have an immediate response. Let's just look at the bottom of the deck. We have the Star card, okay? So if you are sending messages out, testing the universe has answers for you immediately. Okay, it's about whether or not you have the discernment to pick up on that. Okay, and this is not to, say one way or the other, but it is your season. So things are moving, whether they're, whether you interpret them to be moving in your favor is up to how you see things. Okay, that's completely up to you. However, what I'm seeing here is that if you are wanting a response, you are getting a response. If you are doing something that's positive for yourself, you're getting immediate response, immediate accolades, immediate responses back to you saying, yes, go forth, keep doing the damn thing. If you are doing something that's harmful, you are getting immediate responses from the universe, people, places, and circumstances around you displaying that. How it's harmful and how it doesn't work for all parties involved. You have the Magician card. You could be dealing with a Gemini individual, and a Knight of Swords. You're getting that Knight of Swords. I don't know if you got the Knight of Swords, but I'm getting communications. Be careful of tricky communications, Aries, whether this is coming from you or from someone else. Okay, be careful because there's an immediate response. Also, make sure to not be triggered in this month, Aries, too. Do not, make sure that in the month of April to not be quickly triggered, because that is being indicated here. Okay, because there has to be death. Could be dealing with a Scorpio individual, death to maybe an old way of doing things. Okay, take me around the world with Aries in 60 seconds. Okay, there you go, Aries, King of Wands. All right, got Taurus energy here with the King of Pentacles could be on a lesser degree Capricorn or Virgo. And Four of Swords. You got King of Pentacles in your last spread, Aries, and this is telling you that there may be a time and period in which you may need to take a rest. This is a universal sit that ass down card. I know there's a lot of stuff going on in your birthday month, and baby, I am so sorry. But at this time, as you welcome your new year in, it is more contemplative. In the past, you may have been this King of Wands, very fiery, very initiatory. But now what the world and your environment and your desires, this is what you prayed for. This is what you've been manifesting. So I don't want to hear that, Aries. I don't want to hear the shit at all. Okay? I don't want to hear the shit at all. You have been manifesting this, Aries. So, in truth, if this is what it requires for you to maintain what you are gathering, maybe it's time to be more contemplative, because the misspeaking is something that has to come to an end, or allowing people to play with you has to come to an end. One of the other dynamics, either you being blind to other people's objectives and then you finding out immediately how that was foolish and you having to put an end to that. And putting an end to it means that you have to be more concerned about your resources, the things and responsibilities that you are responsible for. And with this, it takes contemplation on how you want to move next. Okay? Chiron is in the sign of Aries, along with the sun transiting Aries. So you have a lot of wounded healer themes that are coming through the sign of Aries. Okay? The upswing is that individually you got a lot of earth energy. We got Taurus on the board. Now we have more earth energy, particularly Virgo. But this talks about being individually secure, about contemplating on how one could be individually secure so that one doesn't have to act irrationally because you feel secure in your own skin and in your own environment. Some Aries have been planting beautiful seeds, and those seeds are growing now, and you're like, thank God, because I forgot about that. I forgot about that crop. But because you took the time to plant those seeds, you're getting a return on your investment right now. Could be definitely dealing with Virgo energy. This talks about, this is introspection. You're getting double messages. This is about going deep within yourself, finding your inner truth, and from your inner truth, making your next move. Okay? Your inner truth is where the money is. Ace of Pentacles. You got a lot of earth energy. You got Taurus on the board. You got Virgo on the board. You got a little bit of Capricorn with the Ace of Pentacles. You got Virgo again with that Hermit card. A lot of earth energy. This is about material worth, material resources in the material world, and maybe how to secure that in a way that is creative and also freeing for you, Aries, but doing so in a practical way. Okay? Because you're learning very quickly, right, wrong, or indifferent. Whatever you send for is showing up. Okay? All right. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of monkey wrench in the plan. Okay? So we just did Aries. All right. Okay, let me throw that on the board. Sorry about that, everyone. I'm just now showing Aries. BB, can you type up Cancer for me? Because I'm going to go and do the Cardinals. We need the Cardinal energy. We're in Cardinal season. So I'm going to do Cancer. I'm going to do Libra. And then I'm going to do Capricorn. And we're going to circle back around. Okay? So Miss BB, if you're still in the room, if you could do me the honors, or if Miss BB ain't here, anyone can do me the honors of typing up Cancer. We are looking for the energy for Cancer. This wanted to pop. Cancer, we have the abyss, the abbey, or the female abbey, or abyss. Okay. Okay, so let me pull. I'm being told to pull one more card because Cancer is holding us down in this time in the month of April. Cancer is really holding us down. There we go, Cancer. Cancer, you are holding us down. You're giving us structure. Like I said in the previous reading, Capricorn and Cancer are trading places in a way. So, Cancer, let's look and get you one more card. Spirit, give me one more card to denote the month of April for the sign of Cancer. And they gave me two cards. I asked for one, and they said, "Bish, we're finna show up and show out." And I got the Knight and the Prince of Swords. So you are wordsmithing out here. You are setting the standard. You are setting the tone. You are watching everything that's coming in, watching things that are going out. You are a center of control. You are a national fort in this time, okay? In this time, Cancer, you may be guarding and protecting your family, your wealth, showing other people how to guard and protect their wealth and their family. This is a very essential time in which the world and your people and you need you. Okay. And it's opportunity to definitely show up. Be careful this month about getting into arguments with people. Okay. Be careful about overstudying a person to the point where you can't get any rest because you're trying to get the last word in. I want you to act from the wisdom that we know that you have. Okay? Exactly. Okay? We want you to act from that individual wisdom that we know that you have very strong. To be a fortress, to be a point of wisdom, to be a person who holds wisdom, an individual who holds foresight, who doesn't allow the emotions to get in the way, but instead is guiding via the emotional output, knowing what people need before they are aware of it. Okay. This is also, watch out this month from offers that are coming in. Make sure those offers match, okay, the frequency in which they're being spoken to you. Make sure that there's something that substantiates the offer. Okay. Right. We have the Tower card coming right through. You have some people who may be rushing in because they need you at this time for some support in their life. Okay. Could be dealing with a Scorpio individual, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio like yourself. But this could prove to be a burden on the things that you already have. Whatever you're already responsible for, this addition proves to not be something that you need to add to your plate because it adds a burden. It doesn't allow you to complete the work. It's a distraction. Okay. And then there's the Three of Swords. Okay. So be careful who you are this pillar of strength for. If they're, make sure that you have you're towing the line if you're running in to save somebody and you don't get drowned saving someone from the lake yourself. Okay. Go into that Three of Swords for me for the sign of Cancer. There's your energy. Guard yourself from people playing with your heart. Okay. Whatever you have going in your favor, right now may not be the time to express that to people and let people know where your goal is or how much resources you have. It may be a time in which if there are prying eyes trying to get into your business, you become that fort and you defend your position and you keep moving forward. Don't let past heartbreak continue to weigh you down. If it already took place in the past, you know, that was your sign, okay? You need not go through that again. If this is a love relationship, an ex returning to you in the month of April, okay? They've already shown you their hand, okay? When people show you who they are, believe them the first time, Cancer, okay? Let me get some love cards here really quick. Okay, very soon. This individual is going to be coming through very soon. You also got some family members too that's going to be trying to trek it your way. Okay, but you know they ass is good for nothing. Okay, it's okay. We all have good for nothing ass family members. We all have some who deserve the stars and the moons, but we also have, you know, good for nothing people. And look at this, very soon. But what's the next thing? You deserve love. So only love. If it's not absolute love in the way that you need love, don't let somebody dictate to you the way you need to receive love. That's not, no. How do you need it and how do you want it, baby? Are they able to provide it the way you need it and the way you want it? Okay? That's going to be the message here. And what did I tell you? Healing family issues. Okay? You deserve love that is supportive of you in the way that you are supportive of it. It has to be balanced. If it's imbalanced, it's going to take you away from your greatness and everything that you could be and that you already are. Don't let someone rob you of that. But yeah, some of you have an ex returning this month. So just be careful about it. I know Mercury retrograde is over with, but is it me or does it still feel like we are in a Mercury retrograde? I know that Venus is going to be going retrograde at the end of May. So that's what we could be feeling. But baby, it feels like a retrograde. And we're not even in a retrograde. Okay, so we're finna go up and do Libra. Rasta Empress says Libra is here. Okay. Libra is in the building. So let's go ahead and get Libra on the board. On the board. I'm going to start a new stream for the next up. And the next up is going to be fixed. Okay, so we're going to be doing the fixed signs. I just thought to start a new stream so I can go ahead and download the cardinal signs. So stay tuned, okay? We're going to have fun on this quarantine. We have content, BB. We got about £1, okay? So let's go ahead and get my Libra squared away. So we'll be back with fixed signs here after this stream. Thank you for that. Okay. Oh, Libra, we have 2 of Cups. And I felt the need to pull you another one in the Hermit card. Could be dealing with a Virgo, or you could be a Libra Virgo that this is showing up for. You are learning what love is. Could potentially be a time of a lot of communication between you and loved ones, people you haven't heard from in a while, checking in on you, you checking in on them. Okay, there could be a lot of baby making that's going on. So Libras, if you're stuck in the house with your new boo, y'all be careful, okay? But Libras may be falling in love during this time of chaos, okay? or on a deep search about what love really is when we have the Hermit card. Okay, some of you are not trusting the people that you are meeting, and what you're being asked to is to see past the love goggles and see the person. You're looking for more depth right now. Okay, some of you just need encouragement. So if you're cross watching for a Libra, they need to know that they are loved right now. Okay, they need to know that they're cared for, that they are missed, they are wanted. In Libra, if you are looking at another person, that's maybe what they're needing from you right now. Okay, so keep that in mind. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Five of Swords. Be careful about fighting with family at this time. Be careful about that, Libra. About infighting with family right now. Okay? Please be careful about that. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Some of you are single. Okay, be careful about fighting with exes or fighting with people that you want to show you love, who they don't even have the capacity of that at this time. Okay, be careful about that. All right, some of you have to realize that maybe a relationship is over with, or you're finally coming to terms with that aspect of yourself being over, so that you can allow for something new to come in. You could have new love rushing in via a young fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, but to this person, you may be very indecisive because they are the Knight of Wands, and you've dealt with the Knight of Wands in the past, so be careful about this. This could be your ex, or it could be someone who's just here to play. And you're looking for love. You're looking for some real love. And so you're really indecisive about this. And you're not, and coming from being single, you're not sure if you just want to let go. Sometimes players have become to the point where they need to see something a little more high volatile, a little more, a little more commitment from you. So don't get fooled by people who act as though they want a commitment. That's a part of the conquering, is to have someone commit to them emotionally and mentally before they get tired of the chase. Be mindful of that. If it smells like a duck, walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a duck, Libra. Okay, it's a duck. All right, just keep it real. Okay, the same message that Cancer got. Make sure that you're not fastly adding to the burden of your life. This is a time in which you probably want to be critical about love, especially when we have the Two of Cups. And then we have the Hermit. This is someone who's really looking hard at their opportunities as it relates to love, finances, employment, and they're not jumping on the first thing that comes, because the first thing that comes feels unstable, and it is unstable. It's temporary. So unless you're looking for something temporary, this may be the shared experience with Libras. Okay, overall, where this just the act, chasing this adds to the overall burden. We have the Five of Swords and the Two of Swords. It's indecision. Okay, so just be careful about that, Libra, in this month. Okay, it looks like you will have opportunities to meet people, but right now it may be a time in which it's love that's in and out. So it is a need for you to be a little more critical about who you invest a lot of time with. Okay. Alrighty. So then let's go ahead and get into Capricorn. Capricorn. What is the theme for Capricorn in the month of April? The month of April for the signs of Capricorn. The month of April for the sign of Capricorn. The month of April for the sign of Capricorn. Okay. All right. So how are you going to get the Two of Cups too? But you have Temperance, balancing of love. Balancing of love. Okay. Could be dealing with Sagittarius energy that's showing up with that Temperance card. Let's get 4 shuffles. Could be dealing with Cancer energy too. Two of Cups is ruled by Cancer. We have the Nine of Cups. Be weary of being smug, Capricorn. Okay, you may have your needs met, but when it comes to love, this right here only serves you. So be leery of that. Be also leery of others who act this way with you, as if it is a privilege for them to be around you or vice versa. Guard from acting that way, because you know that you're putting on. You know that you really don't feel that way. So there's no need to put on this kind of front. Or be weary of people who come around you with this type of energy, this Nine of Cups, because it's not your job to play into their delusions, okay? Of delusions of grandeur, okay? You have the King of Cups. Could be dealing with Scorpio, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Cancer and Pisces on a low degree, Scorpio on a high degree. Okay, could be someone very smug kind of energy. You're indecisive about them as well. You could be dealing with a Libra, or a Libra could be dealing with you because you both had the Two of Cups here. Could be involving a Libra too. Okay, yeah, you got Scorpio, major Scorpio energy. There's going to be a death to maybe an old relationship, dealing with someone from the past in favor of maybe someone more mature, and you're indecisive about this. In Capricorn, I'm gonna need you to stop being indecisive. Love does not equal hardship. You shouldn't have to go through hardship for love. This is why you're indecisive. Also, some of you Capricorn men and women alike are intimidated by other people in power. You have to realize, Capricorn, that finally you're going to attract people with the same vibration as you. Stop dating down, in a sense, by accepting people who are attracted to your insecurities and attracted to your trauma and where your pain is. Okay, you may be presented with a for real opportunity for love for someone who has the capacity to love and is stable in their emotions, but you're going to have to put an end to maybe this smug ass behavior that you Capricorn can carry about your love life. Okay, you want love just like everyone else. I think that you just are concerned with the material success because you understand the real world implications of not having that financial stability. Okay, but it looks like what you need is presenting itself. You just got to get out of this indecisive place of being so high strung about your own emotions. Okay, and it's time to put an end to it. It looks like you're going to be putting an end to something and walking right into something new. Okay, maybe even with a soulmate. You got a lot of soulmate energy. All of this is karmic energy, Capricorn. It's about taking pettiness and arguments and making that a thing of the past. Love doesn't require that for it to be good. It's great for sex. Tension is great for sex, but it is horrible for bonding and having the other person care about you and you care about them and what they're experiencing in life. Some people just care about you as far as you are able to do for them. Play them up, make them shine. But they don't care about what your life experiences, your day-to-day life experiences really entail, if it impacts them in a way for them not to get what they need. It's about being balanced. So you may be indecisive, but I'm going to tell you, it's time to tell your ex to fuck off. Do not let them return to you. And stop nursing your wounds of the past. Allow that shit to die off so you can move forward and invite in or invoke out a new soulmate. Capricorn, it's time. It's time. Yeah. Like, this is complete bullshit. The Seven of Swords. It's time to steal away, honey. It's time to steal away. Get the hell up. You making this more mental than it is. And this right here is what's had you held back. In April, this is the energy that tries to steal your joy. Stop letting people do this to you, Capricorn. In love, it's time to move on and dead that situation. Luckily, you are moving up with the swords. Okay, but if you can manage to get out of your own head, you have an offer. There's something about, you got two offers here, and one you feel responsible for, or they tug on your heartstrings and you keep going back and forth with this person. And I still have Libra up? Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm sorry. This is Capricorn. Some of you still are they're tugging at your heartstrings, but there's no need for this. There's absolutely no need for this, because ultimately you coming out of this Eight of Swords motion brings you the Ace of Pentacles here. That's a beautiful thing. Capricorn, you have an opportunity to turn your back on what doesn't serve you, and do so quickly with the Eight of Wands. As soon as you make that decision, it takes off for you. So it's time to free yourself up, Capricorn. Immensely. Okay? So I will be back. Thank you, BB, for that. I will be back. I'm going to do another live for the fixed signs. This is going to be titled For the Cardinals. And I will be back for the fixed signs, and we'll go from there, my loves. Love you guys much. If you are looking to book a personal reading, check the description box below, and you can reach out to me for my prices and my specials. If you are new to my channel, make sure to thumbs up the video. Make sure to subscribe on all of our platforms. All of those details, again, are in the description box. We will be back for fixed signs. See you guys soon. Peace.